For over 3 decades, one man arrived before the sun, long before students, teachers, or even birds stirred. He didn't wear a tie. He didn't carry a briefcase. He carried a broom and a heart full of quiet dignity. This is not just the story of a janitor. This is the story of a legacy left in silence. To most, he was invisible, just the janitor. But to those who paid attention, he was the soul of the school, present in every clean desk and every safe step. He didn't teach from textbooks, but the lessons he left behind of kindness, patience, and quiet service echo louder than any lecture ever could. When a child came in with torn shoes, he would fix them. Not because he had to, but because he believed no child should be ashamed to walk. Sometimes he slipped lunch into a bag quietly, a fruit, a piece of bread. He remembered who forgot theirs, every time, every day. He wasn't required to care, but he did. He noticed the smallest things, a sad face, a bruised elbow, a missing button, a lonely silence. He had no children of his own, but he fathered generations through small acts of love, quiet encouragements, and untold sacrifices that most never saw. One winter morning, snow covered the school steps. Mr. Rehman arrived early and cleared the way. Not one child slipped that day, not on his watch. Not once did he complain about the cold, the dust, or the disrespect he sometimes received. His silence was strength, his patience unshakable. Every room he cleaned shined. Every hallway he swept was his pride. He didn't just clean floors, he dignified them, turning chores into service. And then the day came. His final day, quiet as usual. But the school buzzed with something different, an ache of farewell, an air of gratitude. The courtyard filled. Students past and present stood side by side. Some hadn't been back in years, but they came for him to honor a quiet legend. A young woman stepped forward, now a successful lawyer. When my feet were bare, he gave me socks. When my spirit was bare, he gave me hope. A man in uniform said, "I was the boy always in detention, but he never judged me. He said, 'You're not a bad kid, you're just lost.' That stayed with me forever." The principal handed him an envelope. "Your final salary, Mr. Rehman. With deep gratitude from all of us, you gave more than we ever repaid." He took it with gentle hands, nodded, and simply said, "Thank you." No speeches, no drama, just a soft exit, like every other day. The crowd clapped, but he had already walked out the gate. He never looked back, not out of pride, but humility. Later that week, as the school prepared his old storage room for someone new, they opened his locker and found something extraordinary. Inside were dozens of salary envelopes, unopened, untouched, some dated years back, never cashed. Each one had a handwritten note, already paid, in smiles, hugs, and prayers. "I don't need more." There were also hundreds of folded drawings, thank you letters from children, tiny gifts, like broken watches, torn ribbons, paper stars, tokens of love. He hadn't saved for wealth. He had saved moments, memories, meaning, and that was more than any account could hold. A brass plaque was fixed on his old door. It read, This room belonged to a man who cleaned our halls and polished our hearts. Today, new students pass by that door, hearing stories of the janitor who was more than a janitor. He was a quiet guardian of dreams and dignity. You don't need a title to leave a legacy. Sometimes all you need is a mop, a steady soul, and a heart full of light, like Mr. Rehman's.